What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to 3-Star Draw. I am Down South 77, and this here is an adult collector channel where we talk about G.I. Joe, mostly classified most of the time, but every now and then we'll take a look at some other stuff that I'm interested in. That is what we are doing today. If you look right back or about thereabouts, that is the section of my shelf that is called the Skelf. That is because that section of my shelf called the Skelf is mostly made up of skeletons. And I'm getting ready to add one to it because I got the retailer exclusive 4 Horsemen Undead of Vikenfell. Probably can't see it real well. I've had this guy, waited on it for a long time because it got lost in the mail. And it finally showed up, and when it finally showed up, it sit here because I haven't had a chance to do any reviews or openings or anything. I'm finally getting around to it today because I need to get that guy up there with the rest of his bony brethren. So, you know, it's a 4 Horseman figure, so you can't really mess with it. Comes with a lot of cool accessories. So it's always good when you can add a skeleton to your Skelf. And it is hard not to mix those words up. Got all of his accessories and his garb out there. As you can see, I do have some other fearsome warriors lined up here. I have Tibius, I have the Skeleton Legion Builder, Skeleton Legion Builder 2, and Frankenberry. Thought I'd get some evil guys out. So he comes with this awesome cloak, similar to the one that comes with Waltor the Mad. Don't think this is the same cloak. It may be. I don't know him well enough to know. And I also don't remember exactly how that thing goes on. So that's always a good time. Let's come with this nice sword. Actually see the edge on it. A little serration there at the bottom of it. Let's see what else. I always like these. I like the axes. Nice little battle axe there. Strangely enough, for somebody that's been buried and resurrected, the weapons actually don't look very used like a lot of the horseman weapons often do. So I do like the handles. Got some nice dark wood there, some texture, some brush on it. Actually looks like a chopped piece of wood. And of course we do get the shield. And that plugs right onto there, as you probably well know. Be careful with that, don't wiggle that peg. So we do get a shield that looks suspiciously unused. Beginning to wonder how many battles these guys saw. Maybe they're faking it. Nice metallic shine on there, like brushed silver, polished up. Maybe you just polished everything. Maybe that's what that was. So we do have this tip here. Does this go? Not sure where that goes. Probably right back there. So I'm thinking that's where that goes. That kind of matches up. We'll see. So we do have this extra helmeted head. Nice hammered metal helmet there. Oh, I love how they do their skulls. Their skulls look so good. Non-articulated jaw with this one. Little gold around the edge of the helmet going up over the top. Of course, as always, fantastic paintwork. And look, this is number 64. I don't know what that means, but I got number 64. And that's number 65. So we do get this extra skeletal head that has this etching in it. It's tribal looking etching on it. Non-articulated jaw on this guy as well. Of course, you know, these skulls always look great. I really like this one. Of course, this is a Viking themed guy. So then we do get an extra set of hands. These are kind of grippy hands for holding the accessories, I'm guessing, because it looks like he comes with balled up fists. And then you do get this hair to plug in, so maybe that is what actually goes in there. So we'll have to find the home for the spike, because I'm thinking this goes in here for that Viking look. Alright, let's look at the man himself. Non-articulated jaw. You got this cool ass helmet with the wings on it that are articulated. I was wondering about that. These wings actually are articulated, so you can angle them however you want. Non-articulated jaw, so you get the same kind of type helmet here. Does have the spike in the back, so I guess you can put the ponytail or the spike on. I'm thinking that's got to be what that goes to. But kind of ribbed, the vented look there on the top in that gold. I like that you cannot see the eyes in there on the helmet. It's just got that kind of slit like a knight's helmet might have. It's got your shoulder pauldrons here. Nice brushed metal finish on those guys. And go them around on the back. And then he is wearing this leather armor. It's one big, looks like it's one big piece down here on the skirt piece, and then it is actually the body on this guy up here. Yep. So looks like real leather. I mean, they do such a good job with this stuff. Looks like nice brown leather. You got these silvery circular pattern on everything. Then of course you got the rivets here where it's hammered in, holding it together. And that goes all the way down. You got a nice buckle there, a piece on the front. You got thigh armor, and then you got the front piece on the flap on the skirt that hangs down. One in the back, not so long, but is there. Same thing. Get the nice stud look on there. Then on the back, you even get to see the buckles and the straps in different colors. That's what I like. I like when companies will do straps and you actually get a different look for them. I mean, that's actually molded so it looks like the edge of the leather on the strap is hanging out. As always, awesome attention to detail. Do have some of the boots here. Again, continues this gold bronze from the gauntlets. These spikes on the gauntlets down, matches on the boots here. Looks really, really awesome. Just again, fantastic figure. So these are not balled up fist hands, but they're really, really close. These have got to be just more of a spread out, angular hand. Let's see. I just want to throw this in his hand, so he's going to hold that pretty tightly with this hand. So we'll check it out with the other one. Let's see how he moves. As always, be careful moving these guys around when you get them. They actually do give you the little flyer saying that you need to be careful and you may need to heat these guys up. It's kind of restricted there. Not a whole lot of movement there. He does not have a big range of motion because of this upper shoulder armor here. It's actually a lot less than what some of them have. These guys are not known for having tons of articulation. Or it could have been that I had it backwards. Well, it's fun when you find stuff out like that. I was really thinking, man, that doesn't bend at all very much, does it? So there we go. That's a little more like it. So you get a little more out of it that way. So the pauldrons do move a little bit, but they should be removable. Should just be that they came on this guy. They usually don't. Just peg in the back. Might have to heat them to get them out, but you should be able to pop those pauldrons out. Yeah, there we go. So we can get not much. Don't get much more once you take those off. I kind of like the look without these. A lot of range of motion in the head. This is a 2.0 head, I do believe. So let's check out knee articulation there. And we can get he does have that movement there, and these do flex out of the way, so you can just about get him doing. Don't want to go too much. Starting to get creaky, so I'm not going to do much more than that. You can just about get him in a perfect Van Damme pose. So some of the joints on these guys are really tight, but this guy's not. So does have articulation at the waist and also up here at the top. So you can actually get a good bend on this guy. So he's rearing back, getting ready to swing that sword or that hammer. Do like this dude, so let's check out how this helmet looks with the ponytail and with the spike. Got to pour it in there. That really adds a lot to that. A good look at that. Nice braids coming down. Those wings back. He's just dropping in to slaughter some innocents. Let's pop that out and let's get our spike. Put our spike on the helmet. There we go. It fits a little bit better. I think the peg here on the hair was just maybe a little bit bigger, so you got your spike back there so he can, I don't know what he's going to do with that, but maybe if he falls backwards in battle and somebody's underneath him. So let's check out what he looks like with the other heads real quick. It comes off nice and easy there. I kind of like this. You can have your own Mythic Legions head pull. Looks like the Robo Skull flying in. That's stupid. All right. I'm not popping on quite as much. There we go. All right. So we got that one on there. Let's check what that one looks like. Kind of like that one better with the hair than the other one. This one does look much better with the spiky piece in the back because you can actually see it. A good range of motion there. It doesn't go up super far, but man, he can look down. He can watch where he's going all day long. So we'll pull this one off. And let's put on this rune. A little paint rub there off of the inside, but that is to be expected with these guys. There we go. I was going to have to heat that head up for just a minute. So that looks really cool too. Just the base head with these runes on it. That one's really, really tight. I'm sure you can hear that, but it is on there. So that's the whole neck moving there. So you might want to heat this head up just a little bit if you've got this guy and you haven't opened him yet. So everything seems pretty kosher with this guy. He does not have, wouldn't that be cool if you could put that in there? That would, I think that would be the best look for the hairs if you could actually put it into the skull. Wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, but it would look good. So let's check him out. Get him to stand up here. He doesn't have as big of feet as the 2.0 skeleton. So this guy, you can't hardly make this guy fall over, but the feet on these are much more narrow. So a little more difficulty getting him to stand up. So this is going to go underneath a shoulder pauldron, just like that, I am imagining. So let's put his pauldrons back on. And it's always fun figuring some of this stuff out with these guys. If you don't fool with these, if you don't collect all of these Mythic Legions, and you get one, and of course there's no instructions for them or anything, so they're just kind of there. So that may not be right. It looks right. Seems like that needs to fold over. Maybe the arm needs to go through it. Let's try, see if the arm will go through and get that up there. But yeah, it's always fun figuring out how to configure these guys. It's really fun on camera. I'll get that popped in there. So I think that is how it looks like it is supposed to go. Kind of go around and cover this guy up. Make like a little skeleton burrito out of him. It just trails along behind him. So yeah, that's actually pretty neat. Oh, let's see. Let's give him his axe here. Maybe. There we go. I like these axes that these guys come with. These are some of my favorite accessories that the Legions come with. I like the axes and the warhammers and the maces and things. There you go. He's coming to ask you a question. I like that look. I really like the look with this helmet as much as I like, or the no helmet as much as I like the other helmets. So let's see what he does with these other hands. I think these are really meant to be the weapon holding hands. Whew. May have to heat up that joint just a little bit. Let's see. Nope, it went in there. All right. Oh, it didn't want to come out though, did it? All right, so I don't really think these are going to be used for holding any of the accessories. You could probably get it in there, but I don't think that's the way it's meant to be. I just want to see if we can get it in there. So it actually will hold the axe at least. So maybe that is for as he's chopping down, because it does sit in there pretty nicely. So maybe it is. It just doesn't grip them tight. If you want it in like a forward motion, like he's following through with a swing or something. And probably going to be the same for the sword. I do like these hands seem to be more flexible than some of the other Mythic Legions hands that I've gotten in other ones. So the sword's going to be a little more of a problem because it has that narrower hilt at the bottom than at the top. It's opposite on the axe. As you go down, it gets bigger. So not so much with the sword for these hands. So I think these are going to be more of your kind of beckoning coming to get you, Barbara hands. So I do like this guy, man. He's really cool. Oh, I pulled the whole neck out. I was afraid that might happen. Good thing these are actually meant to be pop and swap. That happens with some of our figures, and we just freak out, don't we? Pull the neck out. I know first time I changed the head on a Monster Force figure, it's like, what did I do? So this is more of a, I think, a better look for him with the cloak, with this helmet, because you definitely get that Viking feel with this helmet on. See if he'll hold the shield. I don't always use the shield. I usually strap it to their backs if they come with the shield. Nah, not so much. So it's either the axe or the reaching out, grabbing you or beckoning hand. But I didn't really have to heat anything up with this guy out of the package. This ankle is a little bit loose. It's not bad. You won't have any trouble like compensating with that, posing him, I don't think, once he's loosened up a bit. But I mean, you can get these guys into so many awesome poses with these legions, especially with this body. Yeah, he's not going to last long right there, is he? So there's a quick look at this guy, quick as I can do it. Make a liar out of me, why don't you? All right. There is your Undead of Vikenfell retailer exclusive Mythic Legion. Hey, I just realized my mouse was in here the whole time. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I like this guy. If you don't have him, if you're a Mythic Legion guy, if you're a skeleton guy, definitely pick him up. He is worth it. It comes with a lot of cool accessories. And not much else to say about him. I'm sure you can probably use the cloak here with just about anything that you can actually get it to attach to or peg into. So very neat figure. Can't wait to make some room for him on the Skelf back there. You can actually take those off. I was trying to rotate them out like they've got a ball joint. They don't. It's just back and forth with those. Just always some back and forth. So there's all of his stuff, you guys. I appreciate it. If you have tuned in and sat through all of this review, you don't ever know when you do a Mythic Legion review how it's going to go. At least I don't. There's a lot of variables in those guys. So I appreciate you guys sitting here and listening to it. Go pick him up, add him to your skeleton army, as I will. And I will see you guys next time on 3-Star Draw.